What's up, guys? I'm back in the video, and today I'm talking about the potential of Demarcus Cousins going to the Dallas Mavericks, as there has been reports coming out that the Dallas Mavericks have been looking into getting three big men: Cousins, I think DeAndre Jordan, and Julius Randle. I'm beginning to why I think they could get Demarcus Cousins, and like why it would make sense for him getting. I got three reasons why I think he will go to the Dallas Mavericks, why he would want to sign him, why the Mavericks should sign him at the same time. So yeah, I'm kind of getting into it. I rarely talk about the Dallas Mavericks just because, well, they're garbage and they don't, no one really cares about them besides Dallas fans. But I feel like this is a pretty big report, and I kind of had to make a video on it just because of how popular it ended up getting. So without further ado, without me rambling on too much, let's get right into the video. So my first reason why the Dallas trash cans, the Dallas Mavericks should try to sign for DeMarcus Cousins is because they badly need a big man. As right now, their best big man in the backcourt is a 40-year-old Dirk Nowitzki, who is literally going to be damn near dust by the time the next season's over. He will probably retire after next season. He might retire this season, but I think he's already said he wants to come back, so I'm sure he will retire next year. I think he said this is his last year. Pretty much going to be a farewell tour. And then at center, they have Maximilian Kleber, who I didn't know who he was either when I started looking up to do research on this video, so don't ask me. And right now, Dirk Nowitzki is the better out of the two, and like I said, he is going to be strongly considering retirement after next year. And while Kleber, he shouldn't be on an NBA roster, and that is badly showing that they need a big man that can at least protect the paint a little bit, as they ranked 29th in rebounds per game, 30th in points in the paint per game, and second to last in blocks per game last year. They had a terrible front court. Their front court just was probably the worst in the league. They just weren't, they just weren't talented enough to compete with other people's things. And then also, they gave up the fourth most rebounds per game to other teams. So that means teams were getting more rebounds. They gave out the fourth most rebounds to the other team. And also, if they were able to get DeMarcus Cousins, he would help tremendously with every single one of those stats. Obviously Cousins is probably a top 3 center in the league, but he's kind of a unique center. He's kind of not fat, but he's pretty big, has a huge body, but can also shoot threes, and is kind of nimble and can handle the ball. He can do a lot of things very good. He can shoot the three, and that's showing that he's a very good scorer. He averaged 25 points per game, 13 rebounds per game, and 5 assists per game before he went down with his Achilles injury right before the All-Star break last year. He was playing outstanding basketball, and I think he was ranked second, third, or fourth in points per game among all centers. So he was playing amazing. The dude was having one of his best years before the injury, and he would help them almost in every single category, from rebounds, points in the paint, scoring in general, should I say. And he would pretty much help them in everything. And the opponents will actually have to respect their front court, because right now I don't think many people are respecting them. But if they get DeMarcus Cousins, you have to respect that. Cousins is so good. He can win a game by himself. And the Dallas Mavericks don't have a terrible backcourt, so maybe they could win a few more games and get back on that winning track that they would look to do with DeMarcus Cousins if they signed him. Now my second reason is it would spread the court, because despite Cousins being 1,000 pounds, a lot of people call him fat. He's not fat, but a lot of people they call him fat, but the dude can spread the court tremendously. He can shoot the 3 ball very good. As a Pelicans fan, I was surprised when we got him how good he can shoot a 3. And he's pretty deadly from there, especially if you leave him open. It's going to go in almost half the time. And the Dallas Mavericks aren't a terrible 3-point shooting team, as they are ranked in the top half in 3-point percentage, and also they scored the 3rd most points in the league from the 3-point line, so they're a pretty good 3-point shooting team. So if they're able to get DeMarcus Cousins, that would spread the court a ton. Right now, teams don't really have to respect the Mavs big men, which would then lets them double team the Mavericks guards. And with their point guard being a rookie and Dennis Smith Jr., yeah, he had a decent rookie season, but he's getting double teamed a lot. So if they add Cousins, that would take some of the attention that Smith is getting away from him, and with DeMarcus Cousins being able to go out to the 3-point line, then that would take the center out of the equation of this place, and it will help Dennis Smith Sr. or Jr. should I say, it would help his strength a lot, as his strength is his speed and driving to the lane, as he's extremely explosive. He was in the dunk contest this year. He's one of the most explosive point guards in the league. So if he's able to get past you, he's going to either dunk it or finish at the lane. And say he does get double teamed by the center, and the center comes to play help defense, well, then he can dish it out to Cousins, and Cousins can hit the 3. mean, if you added Cousins, it would add a whole different dynamic to the team. I mean, it would help develop Smith. It would spread the court. They would have to respect. Their team would be just so much better if they were able to get him. And I mean, also, it's not like they have a terrible team around them. They still have Harrison Barnes and Seth Curry. Seth Curry's a free agent, but I'm sure they'll be able to re-sign him for like almost the minimum. Seth Curry can shoot the ball. Barnes can shoot the ball. Dennis Smith can shoot the ball all right. Yogi Ferrell can shoot the ball all right. So they're a decent shooting team. It's just that, I mean, their guards get like so much attention because of how bad their bigs are. I mean, Dirk isn't terrible or anything, but I mean, he's not the player he used to be. He's a lot easier to guard. So yeah, and I mean, the guards are getting so much attention, they can't really do anything because when they dish it down to the post to someone like the name of Maximilian Kleber, well, that's bad things happen. So they can't do that, and they end up getting double teamed. That's pretty much how they're losing, just because teams don't have to focus on anything but the guards. But now, a third reason why he wants to go there, and probably the biggest reason, is because he would be able to get his max deal. Cousins has made it apparent, and it hurts me to say as a Pelicans fan, that he probably won't be staying as a Pelican, because he is looking to get paid at the max, and the Pelicans said they are not going to pay him max. They're going to give him a 2 or 3 year deal, not worth the max because of his Achilles injury, and I think it makes sense. But I mean, he's made it extremely apparent that he wants to get paid. As he came out in an interview that he said he's going to do what's best for him, pretty much saying he's going to get all the money he can, because if say he is hurt in his Achilles injury, he's not the same player, and he doesn't take a max deal, well then his next deal after that 2 or 3 year deal would end, well then he wouldn't be making nearly as much as he would off that max deal. But then, just to put the cherry on the top, someone commented on his Instagram post that the Pels need to pay him the max, and then Cousins proceeded to like that post. And well, the Pelicans really don't have enough money to offer him a max, so I highly doubt it stays with Pelicans. But someone like the Mavericks just have to let a few people walk, and they can offer him the max. So there's a very big chance that he'll just end up going to the Dallas Mavericks or some team that'll offer him the max. But another reason why I think it makes sense is because he'll be the leader of the team. Dennis Smith is too young to be a leader. He might end up being a leader of the team, but he's too young to be a leader. Dirk is too old to really lead him to any success. And then besides that, they don't really have any leader caliber players. So if you add Cousins to that, that would even give him leadership and actually tell them how to win. Smith is so young, he doesn't know how to win really. Dirk, like I said, he's just not good enough anymore. Going on 40 years old, he's just not good enough to lead him to win. But Demarcus Cousins is good enough to win a game by himself. So if Smith has a decent season, well then they could be looking at a 30 to 40 win season, and then maybe get someone good in the draft this year, and then boom. I think that's a big reason they're going for Cousins, because they don't want to draft a big guy. I think they want to draft another guard to help out Dennis Smith and really like be able to play good. Because look, if they're able to get Cousins, they no longer have to waste their very high first round pick on Mamba. That's what a lot of people think they're gonna do it on that really tall thing. Like, he plays for Tennessee, Bamba or whatever his name is. He's a big man. A lot of people think they're going to draft him, but they get Demarcus Cousins, they no longer need him, which would then give them more flexibility to draft a good guard that they could easily get at, I think, the 5th pick that they have. So they get the 5th pick, and they can get someone like a Kyle Sexton or someone like that. I'm not good with college like rookies or anything, but if they're able to get a elite guard come out of the draft, and pair that with Smith, now you have the big three of whoever you draft, Smith, and DeMarcus Cousins. That's a very, very decent team. Plus, you have Dirk as that veteran leadership. You know, the dust pile over there. So you could be looking at a almost playoff team if everything goes to plan, and they're still able to sign a few role players here and there for the bench. So they could still be looking at a 40 to 50 win season. I mean, not 50, like a 30 to 40 win season. Maybe not the playoffs, but I mean, damn near close to the playoffs. So yeah, but unfortunately, guys, if his videos, comment below. Do you think they can get the DeMarcus Cousins? Do you think DeMarcus Cousins is going to resign with the Pelicans? Where do you think he is going to sign? I want to hear all your thoughts below. And if you have any video ideas for me to want to make for y'all, I'll be able to make them as long as they're appropriate or NBA related and not about freaking porn or something like that. But yeah. So anything basketball related you want to see me make a video on, comment those below. If you like the video at any point, hit the like button and the subscribe button. It would mean the road to me had 158 subscribers, 2 away from 160. That's a lot of people. All right, that 160 people is like 160 one time. That's crazy to me. Yeah. And I hope y'all have a blessed day. Hope everyone has a blessed day. Thank y'all so much for where I am right now. I love y'all so much. Like I said, everyone have a blessed day. See you in tomorrow's video. Goodbye.